So about 20 years ago, when I started working at BYU with 4- and 5-year-old children, we were working on a project at the tables, and I got up from the table to go to the other side, and from my back side, I hear, "Miss Dorie, you have a really big bum." And the classroom went silent. In that silence, I thought of two things. Number one, what are the teachers thinking? And number two, what are the children thinking? And so I just said to the child, "You know, buddy, I do have a big bum because I'm an adult and you're a child. So our bums are different sizes." And everybody went back to work and the buzz started again. Often in our adult world, we think that children are being brutally honest. We can't believe they just said that. When in their world, they're calling it as they see it. We don't quite know how to deal with that honesty because we have a filter, which sometimes makes me sad that we gain a filter and lose our honesty. We think that children are simple, whether they're 4, 5, or 8, but they're quite complex, just as adults are, just different. One of my teachers gave me a bobblehead of Mr. Rogers because they knew of my love for him. I grew up watching Mr. Rogers. I watched Mr. Rogers as an adult. And one of the things that I've learned from him is how to listen to children, how to find out what they are interested in. My favorite story about Mr. Rogers' life and his ability to listen to children was when he was in Chicago and he was doing a program for children and their parents. And he said, "I remember one time at a personal appearance in Chicago, after singing some songs and showing some puppets, I said to the families in the audience, 'Would anybody like to tell me something?' One little boy enthusiastically said, as if he had been waiting all day to tell me, 'Mr. Rogers, I just wear diapers at night now.'" And there was a hush over the whole hall as people wondered what in the world I'd make of that little boy's offering. I said, "Well, that's something very important, and it's up to you when you'll give up your diapers at night. I'm really proud of you and the ways that you're growing." The little boy beamed, and there was an audible sigh in the hall. Sometimes my friends say to me, "I know you work with children because you're fairly honest and direct with us." And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think we're trying to figure out this honesty thing with ourselves, and God has told us that we are to become like a child. One of the things I love the most about watching and listening to children is as they talk about God, as they talk about their relationship with God and what God can do for them.
Yeah,
So you gotta figure out where this COVID thing came from.
Yeah.
How are we gonna make it go away?
I don't know. I've prayed to Heavenly Father like 1,000 times for it to go away.
What does he say?
Listen. Maybe you better listen closer.
Oh, so we have to listen and he'll tell us?
You just have to hold still and be quiet.
But remember, sometimes Heavenly Father doesn't answer our prayers when we want them. How does he know when it's right?
Because he just knows.
Just because he's God?
Yeah.
One of the things that I hope we'll be able to do is be more honest with ourselves and with children and not be offended because we don't know the whole story. And then it will be a beautiful day in our neighborhood.
Bennett boy, sometimes when I'm scared, I take a deep breath.
We can all try that. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Exactly. Just stop. Take a deep breath and relax. You got it. You know that song for sure.